tryna take it down, place for you just scoring minds, best of bar.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Today, I'm going to talk about something a little different, and it's going to be how the stock market can predict World War III. So I figure we do something both educational and fun because you have saw what happened. It was very, very crazy. I think it's escalated a lot, everything going on with Iran, Iraq, and the Soleimani guy who got killed. You guys have been seeing that all across the news. And I'm giggling because at the same time of how serious the news has been, on the backside, you've seen people post memes, and it has actually just gained this own life. And someone even asked me, they said, will World War III memes cause a war? I don't know. And, you know, a lot of people now, even in the financial sense, people are asking, is this a black swan? That was the name of the stream this morning. If you guys don't know, too, we're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. But, yes, first link in the description, pin in the comments. We love you. But, yeah, come see, join, learn, education, finance it, yeah. But we've labeled this a black swan because in finances, if you guys aren't familiar with what a black swan is, it is when an unexpected event happens. And I'm laughing because I'm thinking about the memes. There's memes out there. It's like, yeah, 2020 is chilling. And then 3 days into 2020, this is what we get. This was a totally unexpected event. And now this is where I want to show you guys stuff with the stock market. We'll look at some Google Trends, but you'll see, you know, you don't see it as reflected too big on the chart. But here you could see from where the price of oil instantly shot up 3%. The stock market went down today. It went down and then came back up. That's what led some people to say, hey, this isn't a black swan. It is. So let me know actually in the comments below. Do you guys think this is serious or not? But essentially, I want to show you guys how things are going to develop because we saw something happen today and all the moves today hinted at something. It showed us something, and this will let you know, is this something to worry about? So before we get into that, though, you see I'm throwing up the platform here. I have something better I want to start it with. Let's go over some of these memes, bro. So this one, I love this one. Extremely tough timing for Weight Watchers marketing department. They literally had it. This is my Weight Watch. This is my World War. That one made me laugh. That was not my favorite. This one I love. Canada knowing the U.S. is going to ask for help. Let's see. This one, oh, this one was this was probably my second favorite. I'll show you the one that I liked the first. But the Army checking people's stats in Call of Duty to see who to recruit. World War III. This is a hashtag, and again, this is what people are seeing, and people are tripping out. Oh, this is the best one. This was no. I think all of it's funny, and it makes sense. No, it is literally taking a life of its own, which is just great to see. And then this is my favorite one. You guys gotta see this one.
Do you fuck with the war? She like, huh? What did you just say? Like just now? Yeah. Do you fuck with the war? No, I don't fuck with the war.
Come on. Like literally, man, people have gone crazy with this. This one, me dodging Iran's bullets after Trump drafts me to fight World War III. I saw a few of these ones. They were going crazy. That was kind of funny. This one, me meeting my homies in prison after we all refused the draft for World War III. Oh. Let's see. Okay. Well, now then there's other ones. There's a bunch of other ones, but I think it's honestly like this one was the greatest one, actually. This was my favorite. When the U.S. government asked me my birth certificate so they could draft me for World War III. I am 12. And now that's the funniest part is that a lot of the cultural background behind this. This is a geopolitical event now that has actually gone into the internet and has the viral ability of a meme. And now you're even seeing the younger generation. Isn't that crazy? A lot of the, people aren't talking. That's what I'm saying. I want to show you guys the prices of stuff and how to spot the differences and what's going on here. But there's people, they're just like, oh, I heard it's really bad. We're going to get drafted. And most people are concerned with the draft. So it's interesting, but hopefully you guys could be able to take a laugh at this. No disrespect to anybody. And hopefully, man, shout out our military and everything. We don't want to make fun of this issue in any way, shape, or form. I believe it's very serious. You guys know what I believe too, man. Again, shout out the vets. We love you. The cult loves you. But this is why I'm saying in the realm of, is this something to worry about? One, for your money, or now two, for are you gonna get drafted, or is something gonna, is this a joke, or is it serious? What could all of this stuff mean? What could all of this stuff do? So again, I want you guys to comment below, and everybody comment, because I'm telling you, we need the most vocal of vocal people. They love to comment when you give them a question about this stuff. So please, if you don't usually comment, what do you think about this issue? Is this serious? Is this important? Do you think a World War III will be started with memes, or this would have an effect? Is this a black swan or not? But here's the spine. This is what I want to look for, and what to show is that this is how financial markets and the stock market will predict it. It's very, very simple because, yes, one thing is people may get worried. There may be bad things on headlines. The thing you want to see is now there's two big important things. Well, really three, but it's when money starts to move. If World War III is going to get serious, and this is what I'm even watching, we have to watch here for the next few days, and not even, World War III is the broad title, but this is just saying escalation in Iran will lead to a point where it actually becomes serious, or a more intervention in the Middle East, which could lead to a world war again, because now there's enemies and allies and all this stuff. But essentially now, the real question is it serious? And you watch the money. You watch the greatest stock market in the world, where a lot of money is. If people are worried, they're going to start pulling out. And now for all of the investors out there, this is important, because at this moment in time here, how this plays out, this is where the market is going to show, are geopolitical concerns still an issue? We haven't really seen markets move from geopolitical stuff really since 2014, I would say, a little bit in 2015, because if you think about it, 2015, you were having a Syrian war, but the markets were, markets don't really shoot up when there's geopolitical reactions. But especially now 2014, a lot of the stuff with oil and Russia and all that was affecting the market. So again, and surprisingly, all that stuff happened in the beginning of 2014. And that's when oil started to change. But that's the thing we want to watch out for just in general. It's by watching the price and if there is any liquidation. We only dropped 0.75% right there. That's decent, but we went up that on nothing. So it's watching to see if things sell off. But ultimately, the key is going to be watching oil. And this is what I've said. It's the fact that you could drive the price of a commodity up 3%. There's so much oil in the world. To drive up the price 3%, that means people all around the world are bracing, and they're putting their money in their mouth, where their mouth is. That is why futures were even created, for this purpose, so you could see how the market really feels about this. So there's that. And then lastly, this is what really stuck out to me, is that you had defense names like Lockheed Martin, NOC. You had some name. NOC went up 5%. These are all defense names. I think even, except for Boeing. Boeing didn't get any of that love. That should be a meme. Can someone make me a Boeing World War III meme? But in general, you're seeing how money is positioned, getting involved or getting prepared for this move. You had markets around the world drop, but now you're seeing the money is clearly telling you how this situation is going to play out. What happens to oil and commodities? What happens to the broader market and broader sentiment, if there is overall just fear people have that a downside can occur from this, or global political problems are going to escalate and become an issue? And then how are defense names, and is money coming into these names? Because again, you're seeing a clear difference with all of these different assets, but the bigger the percentage moves, that's when it gets important. Because now a lot of people have brought up, Google Trends, and I looked at them, I think this is just in the past 30 days, but you even look, I guess, past 12 months, it doesn't look like it. It's kind of crazy. It's I don't know if it's updated here, but for the most part, some people say, oh, it's trending, and it really has, and I think it's funny with some of the memes and stuff. But a lot of people talked about this yesterday, but to see if this is a real event, we're going to have to wait for prices to reflect that. So that being said, over the weekend here, one of the main things I'm going to be looking for is news and how this is going to develop. I still think we might see some. We're waiting for the reaction. But at this point, it looks like it. I would say it's a black swan myself, only in the sense that, it did have some effect on financial markets. Considering where we're at, we haven't seen too big of an effect. But it was the main factors. This was totally unexpected. I've said this today. This killing of Soleimani was like the second most important person in Iran, and it's hard for even us to conceptualize what really happened and how to understand the weight of what just occurred, because he played a different role. Iran, he was part of there from the revolution. This guy was the man coming up with the ghetto spreads and everything back in Syria. There was, anytime there was problems for the government, he was able to create military strategies to be victorious for the last 40 years. This guy was very, very important. So again, he was leading part of the revolution. I'm saying this is like George Washington getting killed. That's what I say. We don't know really how to view. We haven't had a revolutionary in our time. We haven't had a revolution. So keep that in mind when seeing this. And that's why I think it was very, very unexpected, but now we have to wait for the prices to see, hey, are things going to get bad? There's that, and I guess maybe I'll leave room for some of the tinfoilers out there. I think, too, what is going to happen with the retaliation? Is Iran going to retaliate? How are they going to retaliate? I came to the conclusion, I was relating this to the Saudi Arabia thing last time. I think it's going to be through a cyber attack or something, cyber warfare. So that being said, do we go look at cyber stocks? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Am I crazy? You guys already think I'm crazy, religious kook, whatever it may be. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Make sure you guys drop your thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed this. Share this with someone. Do your thing. I love you. The cult loves you. Hopefully we see you on the live stream. And let's go.